Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage huntsville. Y'all know why y'all here. Anything I say is alleged and in my very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. You could get the Copyright Act in my description box. None of this is personal. None of this is personal. None of this is personal. So let's get to it. So a clip has dropped, you guys, in MARSAU versus MARTELL battle, you guys. We're gonna get into the scene, and I'm just gonna let loose after, because this is just tomfoolery at its finest. So basically, we are following up from the field day, the Dollar Tree version of field day, and MARTELL basically is in the scene. He's activated, he's amped up, and is basically like to MARSAU that he could have effed TISHA. Sounds like he was talking about his boy might have messed with TISHA, and basically saying he could have had TISHA too if he wanted her, and that's how I interpreted. And so then, MARSAU was like, no, you couldn't. And MARTELL's like, oh, I couldn't. No, I couldn't. And he was like, do you know who she married? She married, you're uglier than you are, fatter than you are. What are you talking about? I couldn't have effed her or whatever. And then said TISHA got the bottom of the barrel, you guys. And then there was a scream in the midst of this that was hilarious. I don't know if it was TISHA that screamed or not, but it was hilarious, the scream that happened after MARTELL was going on and on and on. And then, so after MARTELL calls MARSAU bottom of the barrel, MARSAU was like, and she kept it, and TISHA kept me as the bottom of the barrel, and she saved me. And then he kisses her on the cheek, you guys, and MARTELL is pissed. He's like, and you're still ugly. And then TISHA's like, I saved you, babe. And then MARTELL, he's so disgusted, he's like, ooh. And then Destiny is trying to comfort MARTELL, even though they said in the previous episode they planned to do this. They planned to do this. They had worked out what this scene was going to be, and this was how they were going to execute it, and Destiny was going to pretend that she had no idea that this was going to go completely left. Make it make sense. And so then at the conclusion of this clip, you guys, we have none other than Destiny in the confessional. And these are the reasons why, Destiny, you get dragged. This is why people call you a hypocrite. This is why people call you a liar. So here is Destiny in her disco's finest, sitting in the confessional saying, oh, MARTELL, he is dead wrong, talking about TISHA's history. Well, what about you talking about Mel's history? Make it make sense. That MARTELL is dead wrong, and him and MARSAU are trying to have a big D or little D swinging match. My question to you, Destiny, is how do you know about anybody allegedly having a little D? Someone let me know in the comments, by the way. What is Destiny talking about? Having a big D, which I think she was trying to reference her big D energy, but then she was like, or little D, swinging contest. How would you know that somebody's got a little D? And any takers? That's what I want to know, right? And then says, if you're going to have a big D or a little D swinging contest, do not do it in front of the women. And said that was crass, you guys. It's the audacity. It is the gall. It is the tomfoolery for me, you guys. So I know a lot of people, they're going to be hyping up MARTELL because it's against the Scots, right? They're going to be hyping all this up. They're going to be feeling it and all these things. But in the back of my mind, all I could think about is this is the same crew of people that have watched MARTELL talk to Mel like this for several seasons, and who knows how much worse behind the scenes, and sat there and did nothing. And Kimmy, who was sitting there mute, the Fletchers, who were sitting there mute, also would say how good of a man MARTELL is, how fine MARTELL is. Do you guys still think that now? Or does the goalpost change when it is against MARSAU? Because that was all that I was thinking in the back of my mind. I'm thinking, well, you've seen MARTELL talk to Mel like this plenty of times, and y'all sat there
and said and did nothing. But now all of a sudden it's against y'all. And it's funny because everyone else in the scene, they're just sitting back watching everything play out and letting TISHA and MARSAU fend for themselves, you guys. Make it make sense. Like, no commentary about the disrespect to TISHA and whoever else she may have dealt with before MARSAU. No commentary on the comment that Martell said he could have had TISHA too, basically trying to imply something else about TISHA and her reputation. Nobody had any smoke. And y'all just let Martell say whatever the heck he wants. But I dare you, if it was Mel that said a tenth of what Martell even had the audacity to say, Mel would be raked over the coals, you guys. Mel would be called disgusting. She would be called, like the worst thing to happen to reality TV. And we need her off the show, blah, 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 blah. But instead, because it's Martell, everybody's laughing. Everybody's laughing. Everybody is entertained. But I'm still thinking to myself, this is still Martell. This is still Martell, who has done all of this to Mel for several seasons and is still doing this. And there are people who are diminishing Martell's behavior because of their hatred for Mel. And TISHA, do you still think and find Destiny to actually be your friend? The same person that you invited as a +1 to the girls' trip in hopes that it was going to be some big ambush and attack against Mel. Except for Destiny flipped the script on you and decided to be a +1 or have Martell as our +1 for this big Dollar Tree field day event. And have Martell have a go at y'all. Listen, Destiny. Here's the thing. You sat there on that broken park bench on the previous week and listened to Martell say MARSAU was the worst cheater out of all of them and that he was MF'er. So that right there is already disrespectful to your friend TISHA, right? Because that would be what TISHA's been saying to Mel, you're trying to ruin my marriage. That would be along those lines, correct? If this is still going to be the narrative and the talking points, right? But now all of a sudden you want to say something, and this is the thing too. You were right then and there in that scene, Destiny. You could have spoke up and said, Martell, that's enough. TISHA, are you okay? Where was that? Kimmy, I thought you and TISHA, let me not get ahead of myself. You said to TISHA, had it not been for y'all being married to MARSAU and Maurice, you would not even be fooling with her. So you sat there on the mute challenge as well. Nobody wanted to get up. None of the men wanted to get up and hold Martell back, take him away from the situation, take him away from this confrontation. Nobody cared as long it was not them. And that is the MO this cast has been running with since season 1. So please miss me now all of a sudden people supposedly want to clock in at the reunion. No. Here's the thing. And here's the thing too. If the Scotts still choose to film with Martell after this, if they still choose to entertain Martell after this, then all of this is for naught. All of this is for naught, and they still feel that Martell is the better choice than Mel for their own selfish reasons. But at this point, what is the price of your soul? What is the price of your integrity? What is the price of knowing right from wrong? How bad are the alleged secrets that Martell has on you that you are willing to put up with this level of disrespect? But Mel has said and done significantly less, and she gets the brunt of all the hate. Can someone tell me why? All because she does not want to fool with some of y'all. All because she likes to take breaks after filming and not answer her phone. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh my gosh, I need access to Mel 24/7 or we can't be friends. What? I don't even talk to my best friend every day. So make it make sense after all these hours of filming a reality show that now all of a sudden y'all feel entitled to also make sure that Mel has to, do all these check-ins, do all these phone calls, do all these FaceTimes, for you to consider this friendship quote unquote legitimate. No. But nonetheless, there is that. Let me know what you guys think about this explosive scene in the comments. And I know some people, like I said, are going to be entertained by Martell. But I couldn't be entertained. I was just like, because all I could think, like I said, in the back of my mind is Martell has said and done this to Mel. And who knows how much worse behind the scenes for several seasons, while the same cast sat there and looked on. Sat there and continued to encourage and uplift Martell. And left Mel to fend for herself. And these are the same people now that are trying to push a narrative calling Mel an abuser. And you have right there on display somebody who has ran out of options, who can no longer film with Mel, who can no longer use Mel as a storyline. Literally, there's a no contact order against Martell, and people still think that Mel is not a victim, you guys. People still think that nothing has happened to Mel. That is the new narrative, you guys. So, unfortunately for me, this scene was always going to happen because once Martell ran out of options of continuously attacking his ex-wife, he was going to move on to the Scotts. It was going to be inevitable. But my question is, where do we go from here? Because if you're still going to film with Martell, if you're still going to entertain him and this friendship, this scene is going to be even more diminished by the time we get to the reunion. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're not activated, so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.